Well, I met Kyle freshman year, my drummer. Just kind of just became friends, hanging out, and went back to my house, and he picked up my old drum set, and he played the game like Rock Band, and I never played it.
And I was playing on his old drum set that was in an empty room, and he came in and just was like kind of stunned that like I knew how to play the drums at all.
But he could like look at the screen and like follow the beat, and then correlate them to the actual drum. So I thought that was pretty impressive.
And so he asked me like, "Hey, like when do you start playing the drums?" And I was like, at a younger age, but not. I really don't know how to play. Like I just played Rock Band, the video game, and he was just like, "You only played a video game and you know how to play the drums that good? Like, I know how to play the guitar." And so he ran in his room, grabbed a guitar, and we started jamming out.
Freshman year, I was in a different band at the time, and I hated it, honestly. I wasn't clicking with the members, but Rex was in my bio class, and Kyle and this kid Cole were in my history class. We were talking about how we all play instruments and blah, 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 and I was like, hey, I would like to start a band with y'all. We were kind of throwing the idea out there. I was like, who else plays guitar is Rex.
I played guitar, say at that time, since I was like 5 or 6, and I wasn't that good at it. I think somehow all 4 of us came together. We were playing, and it was stupid because all 3 of us played guitar and Kyle played the drums.
Great. So we just kind of started jamming. We were really bad at the time. 3 guitarists and a drummer. It's not a very good, not a good setup for a band.
That was the worst version of Sweet Home Alabama ever recorded.
But Cole eventually stopped showing up to practice, so he was out pretty quick. And
as much, he was more of a country person, and me, Kate, and Kyle really quickly found that we had interests in rock and roll.
I switched to bass because we needed a bassist, and I was like, I'm a way better guitarist than I am a bassist. We were playing Holiday by Green Day, a pretty easy song, and Rex was like, Rex was on the guitar at the time, and he was like, I can learn the solo in about a month. And I was like, good Lord, I can learn it like tomorrow. It's a really easy solo.
And I also found out really quickly that Cade was a way better guitarist than I was, and my dad was a bass player, so I just kind of was like, I could learn bass, and then I fell in love with it, so now I'm the bass player and the lead singer. So we had a talent show sophomore year of high school, and we kind of had a plan for what we were gonna do. We were gonna do this medley idea of playing like 7 songs or something in kind of a mashup. But it was coming down to the line when we needed to sign up, and we just couldn't think of a band name.
And we started this band that was nameless at the time, of 3 men, boys.
So we just took the first initial of all of our names and tried to rearrange it in the order that sounded the best, and for some reason RKC just clicked. We changed our name to Highwire now, but in our hometown we still get called RKC, so it's kind of a hassle. But yeah, that name sticks. Everyone liked it for some reason. We don't, but everyone else did. I like the bass because I think it, for me personally, it makes my job a little easier because I believe singing comes first, I guess, in the big scheme of things. So being able to play the bass, I would say being able just to keep a back rhythm, unlike trying to be a lead guitarist, is much easier on my part. But I just really like I like that the bass is kind of the backbeat of the whole song. I really like the low tones. I was a bass singer in choir, so I don't know. I kind of think it's funny that I ended up playing the bass and being a bass singer. And singing wise, man, I just love doing it. I don't know. I feel like it's a good way to express myself. I really enjoy just kind of belting it out there. It's a good stress reliever, really is. Singing some loud, heavy metal things, it's great. Screaming is a great way to get stress out. So, yeah, no, singing is a good escape from reality.
I don't know. I just like the loudness and the movement. I like the techniques behind it. I like, just the sound and being a main focal point of the rhythm other than the bass. It's pretty badass.
Music to me is, I guess, a way to escape anything in the real world, really. I mean, and it's individual for everyone. I think everyone has their own interpretation of music and what it does for them and what types of music it does. But for me personally, it's a way to get out of a really dark place. It's a way to to smile every day. It gives you a reason to get up. Music is it's kind of my rock. It's I guess my identity in a lot of ways. The music I listen to, I like to identify by that music.
I take it as a form of self-expression, I guess. That's probably a really common answer, but I am not the best at verbally expressing my emotions and how I feel. So if I'm having a bad day, I can just turn to the guitar and I know that I guess it's kind of like my anchor. And it lets me express how I'm feeling in a different form of words, I guess. Same thing goes with like listening to music. It just has an effect on everybody. But yeah. Favorite song to play. Usually Let There Be Rock by AC/DC. Not my general favorite song ever. Not my favorite band, but that song is so fun. It's upbeat, it's fast. It kills Kyle because it's really repetitive and it hurts his forearms. But it's just really fun, lots of energy, and I get to just, rock out, do whatever I want. I mean, it's a pretty loose solo, so I can kind of take it in my own interpretation.
Would be Money. I like Money by Pink Floyd to play. But singing wise, I really enjoy Limelight by Rush. It's probably like my favorite song to sing. And so, yeah, those are my two favorites.
My favorite song to play is I Want You by HighWire. Because it's taken us many years to establish something in our name, and that would be the first thing that we've ever created as a group.